Gingerbread is, it's perfect time for that. And today happens to be National Cookie Day. So we're so excited to have Lindsay Guentzel, my good friend here. How are you?
I'm so good.
Welcome
good to see
back.
you.
Happy holidays.
Couldn't be happier to spend the holiday with you.
See? Take that, Bob. So it's National Cookie Day.
It is.
And you have a couple different recipes. What did you bring, first of all? Because you have some
Yeah.
extra stuff here.
Yes. So I've got the classic Gingerbread Men, which I'm going to walk
fantastic.
you through. And then I've got the adult version, which is the ginger snap. And I've actually taken these Reed's crystallized ginger. You snagged one of the candies.
Two, actually. They're
Two of them.
delicious. Yeah,
They
I had another
are.
one when you weren't looking.
It's okay. It's okay.
They're very good.
Yes, they add a nice little spice to it.
Okay,
So,
yeah.
And what I love about this recipe is that you can go full in and do the Gingerbread Men.
Yes.
Which is kind of an undertaking, or you can go the easy route and just do the ginger snaps, which is just rolling them into balls.
And to be fair, when you asked me on Twitter, I'm like, we're going to do Gingerbread Men,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
we all know how that's going to go. So this is your Aunt Sue's recipe, who's from Sioux Falls.
It is my Aunt Sue's recipe from Sioux Falls. This
love
was
that.
a staple at all of the Reuter family gatherings growing up.
Fantastic.
Christmas, she would bring a whole box, and I fell in love and just started making them myself. So we'll get started. You're gonna need some shortening, some sugar, some molasses. That's where you're gonna get going. You're gonna cream everything up.
Okay.
So that's right here. That's your shortening, your molasses, and then cream it all up with your mixer. You can see me right here doing
There
a
you
little
go.
work in the kitchen yesterday. Now, the reason you want to cream it really nicely is you want to make sure that that sugar just dissolves into the shortening,
Okay.
so you don't get that crunchiness.
glumpy, yeah.
Yes. And then you add your molasses, and then mix it all up. Make sure you're scraping the sides of the bowl. You know, make sure that everything is nice and mixed. It actually works really well if you have a stand mixer. I don't.
Okay.
So you get a nice little workout with your arms. It's like switch sides every so often. And here, you're cracking the egg into a separate bowl. Do you know the reason for that?
No, I have no idea. That shouldn't surprise you, though.
No, it doesn't. But it's in case you get a shell in the bowl, or like say you
okay.
crack the egg and it's not perfect.
Yeah.
You're not an expert. It happens to everyone.
Thank you.
You want to do it in another bowl so you can fish out you're
That
not
makes-
ruining
yes.
your whole batter.
You don't want to ruin the whole thing just
Yes.
with one bad
Yes.
one bad egg can ruin everything.
Yeah, so that is the start of your dough. Then you're
Thanks,
going to
Bob.
mix up your dry ingredients.
Okay.
So I actually used gluten-free flour for this. So I'm gluten-free.
Awesome.
This is just a cup for a cup.
Okay.
So what's great about this is that you can really use it in any recipe. And
Yeah.
there's a bunch of different brands on the market, whatever is your favorite. This has Xanthan Gum in it.
Okay.
So Xanthan Gum is a substitute for gluten, essentially. But the issue is that it's gum. So the second it gets
yeah.
wet, it gets sticky.
Yes.
So you have to be very, very careful when you're mixing everything up. So one of the things that works really well is if you use sifting. So this right here, I'll just show you how you sift the flour out. So instead of just dumping it all into the bowl, you're like this lovely little snowfall
It's
of
snowing.
flour.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
So what's in there is actually some ginger, ground ginger, some cinnamon,
Okay.
and then some ground cloves. So I've got it here for you to smell, so you can really smell the holiday flavors.
Oh, that smells
now
just
you'll
like
see
a
here,
gingerbread
yes,
cookie. It's
I
wonderful.
just very quickly hit it with the electric beater mixer there, and then scrape down the sides.
Okay.
You want to let it chill. So this is dough that sat
We got it.
overnight. You
It's
can feel
chilled.
that. Now
Now we're rolling it.
yes, so there are a lot of historical stories behind the gingerbread men. So Queen Elizabeth used to have a professional baker on staff.
Oh, of
Queen
course.
Elizabeth the First. We're going way back.
Only the first
Only
one.
the first. So when
They cut
dignitaries
costs
would come
after.
to her castle, she would
Yes.
have a gingerbread cookie made in their honor. So this is you.
This is me. I
That
look
is
great.
you. Yes.
Look at that. I look awesome.
So while you
Very
are
fit.
showing that off, I'm going to pull our dough out. So this stuff sat overnight. Now the key with all of this is making sure that everything is nice and floured up. So we're
Okay.
going to get our cutting board there all done up. It's really important
You're
to
putting flour on that too?
Yes,
Okay.
because it's going to be sticky. And especially because it's gluten-free. So
Yes.
I'm going to have you go in there.
Okay.
Now just get in.
Just get in there.
Yep. Now I find it easiest oh, look at you.
How about
oh my
it, huh?
goodness.
Come on, look at that. Oh, it smells
Any
nice
bakeries hiring this season?
I
Dave,
have a lot of offers. You'd be
I
surprised.
am impressed.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the.
Whoops.
So that's.
Did we get that part on camera? We didn't. Good.
Yep, you just nice and gently. Now,
Thank you.
here's what I learned.
You're just waiting.
This dough,
Yes.
whether you make it regular or gluten-free, it's gonna puff up. So
Okay.
look how small our cookie shape is compared to Dave. Schwartz.
Cookie Dave.
Yeah, Cookie Dave and the Dough Dave are much smaller.
Yeah, okay, here, I'm gonna hold
There's
it
a
up like
difference.
this.
Oh, here, I have a little trick for you.
Oh,
Look at
okay.
you. Well, that works
See?
perfectly.
Doughy Dave.
So it's gonna
There we
puff
go.
up. So make sure you give it plenty of space
Okay.
on the baking sheet.
Yeah.
But then I also learned the sharp edges for cookie cutters are not your friend with this type of cookie.
Okay, why
Because
not?
It's just gonna mush up.
All right.
See how
I'm
you
learning.
get these nice, soft, rounded edges?
Yes.
You wanna make sure that you're not doing anything too sharp.
Okay.
This will not turn out like a Christmas tree. I learned the hard way.
What does it come out like?
A big old
blob?
puff. A big old puff. Now, I talked a little bit about the easier side. Oh no, I broke you!
Oh, my hockey stick
Hey,
broke.
a little tape. A little hockey tape.
Do you know how expensive hockey sticks are?
Well,
That's okay.
you have your little tape. There you go.
Oh, wow.
So my
Now I have a walking stick.
so let's say cookie cutters are not your thing. It's too much work. Just roll this up into a ball.
Mm-hmm.
And what I did was I took these Reed's crystallized gingers and I just actually ran them right through my food processor.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna get it nice and firm into a ball there.
We're good.
And I'm going to just take a little bit of the ginger on top, and I'm going to just set it right there into the sugar, and that's
this-
going to bake up just like this.
This is the ginger right here?
That is, yeah. So I just ran that through the food processor.
Yep.
So it essentially is just ginger candy.
Oh, good.
And
It's
what I
very
love
sticky.
about it, it is very sticky, but it's ginger. Well, okay. Yes, you can put
Was that-
sugar around the whole thing. Just
I do
right
that
on the
wrong?
top there.
Oh, just on the top?
right on the top there.
Well, you know what? You can't get enough
It's
sugar.
okay. There, Aunt Sue is
Thank you, Aunt Sue.
yes,
All right.
she's the best. She's a great baker. And
Nice sweater.
thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks so much for having me.
Fun recipe. By the way, you can get it, of course, on Lindsay's website. and we have a link on care11.com, or you can call 763-797-7215. Don't call, text. Sorry.